It's time to cram for the exam.
We're three students.
Today we're discussing government. The government is composed of three branches: judicial, executive, and legislative. Each has a role in the way our government functions.
Let's continue on to the legislative branch. The legislative branch in the U.S. is a bicameral legislature, meaning it consists of two chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate.
The House is made up of 435 members representing all the congressional districts. Population of each state determines how many representatives that state has.
How do representatives get elected, Emerson?
Well, every 2 years, 1/3 of the representative places hold elections. So after 6 years, all of the seats of representatives will have been up for election.
In the House, when a bill is proposed, it goes to the committee, and if it passes the committee, it goes to a full floor debate. However, in the House only, there is a Rules Committee that makes the floor debate more organized, and it also sets rules on how the bill would be debated.
That's right, Jordan. And the leader of the House, the Speaker of the House, is the leader of the majority party in the House. The Speaker of the House leads the House and presides over debates.
Now the Senate is pretty different. There are 100 members of the Senate, 2 senators from each state. These senators are directly elected because of the 17th Amendment and are elected every 6 years.
True, Emerson, and in the Senate only, there are filibusters.
And what's a filibuster?
A filibuster is when a senator takes the floor and does not give it up. He or she performs this in order to delay the vote of a bill and to persuade others to vote for that senator's bill. This is only allowed because there is no Rules Committee in the Senate.
The only way to stop the filibuster is a cloture, which is a 3/5 vote of all senators. However, if the senator giving the filibuster sits down or stops talking, the filibuster is over.
The leader of the Senate is the Vice President of the United States, but he only participates when there is a tie on the vote of a bill.
But after that, guys, there is the President Pro Tem, which is typically the senator that has been in the Senate the longest and is usually a spiritual position with little power.
After the President Pro Tem, the most powerful leader of the Senate is the leader of the majority party in the Senate.
Now, Emerson, how are the districts decided?
Well, every 10 years there's a census, which is a counting of the United States population. In each district, there has to be around the same amount of people. The process of deciding the district lines is called redistricting.
However, some congressmen get biased results by drawing the lines so that the certain districts have more of that person's party or group. This is called gerrymandering.
Now, we know how congressmen came to be in Congress. Let's talk about the powers of Congress. First, Congress has the power of the purse, meaning they write the budget bills. This is an example of congressional oversight over the bureaucracies of the executive branch. If Congress doesn't like a policy that the bureaucracy wants to implement, then Congress can write the budget bills in a way that doesn't give the bureaucracy enough money to implement that policy.
Also, congressmen should try to help their constituents when they need help. This is called constituent services or casework.
Congress's overall power is making the bills, which, if passed, turn into law. Sometimes, a congressman will attach an amendment onto a highly supported bill. This amendment would most likely bring benefits to that congressman's district. To him, this is called an earmark.
But Jordan, to others, it's called pork.
Congressmen do have relationships that influence what bills pass and which fail.
When a congressman really wants another congressman to support his bill, they will ask him to. The congressman will typically agree, but will make a deal that says, if I vote for your bill, you better vote for my bill in the future. This is called log rolling.
Now, guys, the congressmen don't always do what their constituents want them to. When they do, they are called delegates. They vote on bills just based on how their constituents feel.
But when they vote based on their own opinion and not their constituents, they are called trustees.
What if they mix the two, Jordan?
Then they are called politicos. Sometimes they are delegates, and other times they are trustees.
Congress can be very complicated, but they have created all the laws that we have today. They are very important to our society.
We're talking about issues we all need to know.
No ones.
No twos.
No threes.
4 is a passing grade.
Just get 5s.